Hey guys, Harv here, with some wise opening words from Scott Manley.
Sometimes you have to tell people things twice, right? I found that last night during, docking explanations. No, it's the pink marker! Green one! There's like too many colors now. I think they actually do need one more marker on the artificial horizon, on the nav ball during docking, and that's to point the target on station, basically. So you can see what way it's facing, and when you line the green... No, when you'd line the pink one up and that one up, that meant that the docking ports would be perfectly aligned to you.
Oh, yeah.
So you'd have to get, like, all three things lined up if you wanted to dock.
So most of you probably know that I did a live stream last night. That was on the 1st of December over at twitch.tv/thesolargamer. And I say most of you, I wouldn't normally say that because I don't instantly assume that people have watched every single video I put out, but it's already got over 1,000 views, which is pretty incredible. Now, in that live stream, there was, as you just heard, Scott Manley. We also had Chris, which is ChickenKeeper24, Ryan, the Solar Gamer, and xPDxTV. And we also had TryDyingToLive at one point, which I think I've got an audio recording of in this video. But you may have just noticed in that clip of him, there was a weird silence. That weird silence was me talking. No, it's not like my audio is too low or anything. Stupidly, I forgot to set up fraps correctly on my end, so that I didn't record my voice. The Skype call and this footage that you're watching right now were fine, just you couldn't hear me talking. Because my original aim was going to be to re-upload the live stream for, for the purpose of saving it and being able to watch it, because I talked to Scott Manley, and something, I think I have reason to be proud of. The man is almost a legend in Kerbal Space Program. So anyway, what is this? This is my overview of what I did during that media group live stream. So, you may have noticed and recognized the space station at the start as from the previous video. The part we're detached and we are actually now piloting is just a refueling, my refueling ship, which is capable of bringing up lots of RCS and energy and liquid fuel, liquid inoxidizer, which is primarily its primary purpose. God, can't hardly speak. But anyway, here's Space Station Mark V, which is the latest space station I've launched, the Space Station Core, because I have a challenge that I want to do. It's not a challenge that's been submitted by anyone, it's just something I want to do. I want to build a massive, massive ship, interplanetary fleet, and just send it to one planet, maybe Lathe. I don't know, June is probably the easiest one, so we might go for that, but yeah. So here is the core, as we can see it, we're approaching, but we have the refueling station here, we're coming in, and you'll see in action the fuel transfer system when we're doing this. Now I do want to point out that whilst we're going to send this magnificent fleet off to another planet, there are so many problems associated with that, with construction and with the actual flight. Now, I've come up with engineering solutions to overcome those challenges of the engineering and orbital construction nature, but I have yet to actually see how the whole thing will hold up in flight. And Harvey, you need to go backwards and up a little. Up, there you go. So, yes, the mistake I make later in this video is actually a good one, as we'll find out. But for clarification once more, this that we're about to mate with, there we go, is our actual core we're going to be using for this actual mission, should it be possible. So I'm going to cut back now to some more footage, or some more audio from the live stream. For some reason, not sure what.
And for a while I was a big, I did a lot of audio stuff.
Gotcha.
Ah, yes.
It's any Easter eggs into what? No, I think the things that I coded into Audacity were probably taken out because they would be lousy.
Oh.
No, I know I had sample rate conversion code and stuff, but yeah, I contributed to the Ogg Vorbis codec.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So Yeah.
God damn it, this audio. Why is it, like, crackling?
It's because Scott Manley did the codec
That's
for it.
my problem. Yep, it's me. It's entirely my fault.
So there you go. Next time using Audacity, it doesn't sound very right. It doesn't sound good. Blame it on Scott Manley. You heard it here first. So here we are. We're trying to. Basically, if we're going to send a massive fleet to a different planet, we're going to have to use more than just nuclear engines or LV-909 engines. So it's kind of a balance between thrust to weight ratio and the consumption, the efficiency of the engine. So what we're building here is basically a transportation system for one of those big engines, and we're going to take that up, dock it with our accidentally wrong space station core, that is, and see how it holds up in flight. Bearing in mind that, I think I've already said this, but to clarify, this is me playing during the live stream. I wasn't actually watching the live stream for bandwidth reasons. I was just playing and recording this. So if you see me stop moving at any time and just kind of do random camera motions, kind of like this, that's probably because I was too busy talking to pay attention to what I was actually doing. But anyway, as the camera motions continue, we have a buried engine down there. Let's lift this out of the ground, I think. Might help. And we'll check our staging, and I think everything is right. No, wait, it's not. We need to separate those through the couplers, don't we? Yes, there we go. So basically what this is going to do is we use the LV-909 engine at the bottom to get it to perform our orbital insertion, and we're going to be able to undock that engine and end up with our big massive engine, so we don't end up wasting fuel unnecessarily by using the big engine to actually orbit and dock, which I think is quite one of my better engineering solutions, really. I like it, I do like it. I've actually got a drink here, which I'm going to take a sip of right now. Very nice. Dehydrated, man. All this commentating, it does expel quite a lot of moisture into the air, man. So here we are launching our engine transportation craft. Now the launch stage for this I've been using over and over again, and no doubt in the future you'll see it be used over and over again in my videos, because it's good, it works, man. Seriously, these new orange tanks, they are just 2 times the old tanks, but they look cool, and that's actually a pretty good number, really. Let's cut back to the live stream and see what I was talking about, or what the other people were talking about at this point then.
We're waiting for our introductions.
You want introductions. All right, let's give you some introductions here. Okay. I need Skype. There we go.
I forgot who we were.
Like,
Well, no, I just got to get a list, because, you know, I might forget. Okay, we have Harv from HOCgaming.
Hey guys, Harv here. That's what I said. I'm not Harvester. Yeah.
we were confused by that the other day.
Imposter.
We were like, wait, why is Harv talking about this?
Yeah, no, it's not Harvester.
Aw.
Okay, and we have Scott Manley.
Hello! I'm Scott Manley! Victory and freedom! I don't know, what other catch? Fly safe!
Tony Probe.
Tony
Tony
Probe.
Probe! I'm flying Tony Probe around right now.
He's obsessed with that.
Okay,
In
and
a comical manner.
we also have PDTV.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Simple.
Okay, and that's it for that.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all you need to say.
He doesn't need an introduction.
All right, we also have ChickenKeeper
Hello everyone, ChickenKeeper here.
and
That's what I
Try.
say.
Oh, what? You cutting
That's
me
what I
off?
say. This are videos. Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
Okay. And TryDyingToLive.
Interruption.
Hey, everybody.
Uh,
You guys talked over my introduction. Do it again.
And we may have other people later on, but that's down the road. I don't know how long this is going to go for. We're just playing it by ear. We finally have everything all set up.
Finally, turns out I actually forwarded people to the stream about an hour early before we were actually set up. for reasons. Yeah, I think it came out pretty well though. I mean, after I left, they had like 200 people watching, which is pretty crazy. That's what happens when you put TryDyingToLive and Scott Manley, and of course me, in the same call together. Now, unfortunately, all the talking got me distracted, so yeah, we are docking with the incorrect ship right now, which, as I've already gone over, actually turns out to be a positive thing anyway. My thoughts on point 18? It's good. It's the best update so far, quite simply. I think I've already said this in detail, but yes. And here we go, here's Space Station. Now, you may be able to just slightly detect my my surprise as I read MK4 instead of MK5. But yeah. So point 18, the fuel transfer system and action groups are two of my personal favourite new features. Obviously, docking is the favourite, but I like the more unique ideas, because docking was a given. Docking just had to be there. Admittedly, fuel transfer did as well, but and action groups. But I think they are slightly less talked about by the community because of the monster that docking is. How long we've all been waiting for it. I mean, seriously, man. So here we are, coming in. I've gotten the hang of docking as well. We were actually talking in the live stream about this video we might be doing at some point in the future, this collaboration where we basically have a race to dock with a ship in a set persistent orbit that we have shared between ourselves. I think I'd win. No, seriously, I know. Against Scott Manley? No way. But yeah, I think I have a good chance. I can do these pretty quickly. And he was... I don't know whether he's being humble or whatever, but, you know, he was saying that a lot of what he does is so edited that he doesn't do things first time, put it that way. Maybe that's exactly what I do. You don't know, do you? It's the magic of video editing. We could all be absolutely shite, and you would never know, because we just cut it out in the video. Ribena. No, it's not Ribena, it's like Sainsbury's own brand or something. It's quite nice. You should try it next time you go into Sainsbury's. So we have our two docking ports and the docking shield as well, which is quite nice. The nose cone that folds out into a docking port. Quite subtle. The thing is, we're not actually going to dock here. Yeah, Harvey, left. Yes, left. Yeah, we're not actually going to dock on the nose because we're transporting an engine. So, you know, we'd kind of be pushing everything backwards. Which admittedly could work, but we already have an engine on this side that we kind of need to get rid of for fuel's sake. So we're going to do that. We're going to have to move the ship all the way over there in order to get that to work. Just moving it in, moving it in. You know, the thing with post-commentary is that when you cut out bits of a video and you're like, okay, I'm trying to short down the video so I can commentate over this. Oh, you know, I'll get rid of this bit and this bit and this bit. You don't really get rid of enough. And if you get rid of too much whilst you're thinking about not getting rid of enough, you end up having no time to make any points whatsoever. Like right now, I want to be talking about the fact that we've just separated that engine. That's the feature that I built into this latest space station core. The fact that the orbital insertion engine can be undocked, which is so important. I have to say, if I can ever be too have a massive ego, it'll be about my engineering solutions, because I love this. Man, we remove the orbital insertion engine, and then we bring in our engine transportation ship and dock it wholly. Dock the entire thing onto the back of it. And you're going to get some wobble. I mean, this design, it's great. I think the docking system and everything is great, but... Oh, we can actually switch over and... Yeah, there we go. By the way, you won't dock properly if both ships are fighting each other with their RCS and SAS. So yeah, something to note. But I think you need to be able to build struts in space. Now, in the dev livestream, they were talking about the fact that you could technically have a VAB anywhere. If we actually take the fuel from that engine tank and cast it away. But yeah, definitely a VAB in orbit that you could just add struts around, or maybe go out with your Kerbal on EVA and add them manually. That'd be pretty cool. I'd definitely love to see that feature. So now we have our engine part docked, and we can get rid of that shroud, but not for long. The shroud will actually come back later on, to my horror. So what I'm thinking now is, we have this. I mean, of course I docked to the wrong space station, but we have this space station here, and it looks pretty cool. There's something wrong with it though, and that's that it's lopsided. That ship on the side, on one of the 4-slot docking port pieces, that's actually a lander. Now, I'm not sure whether you have noticed yet, but throughout this small cinematic section, things have been whizzing through the screen. I mean, literally, there we go. There was the biggest one, and you notice I stopped time warp. I was like, bloody hell, what, that nearly hit us. Oh my god, that was going so fast. No, it wasn't actually. It was actually going pretty slowly. That is the shroud. That is the engine shroud, yeah. I'd prefer it if it was like the LV-909 and it actually just, you know, split apart and ejected laterally away from the ship, because then I wouldn't have had this problem. But it turns out it's actually only travelling about 3 meters per second relative to our space station here. The reason I'm bothering to do all this cinematic time warp is because A, I think it looks pretty cool, and B, of course, I'm talking to Manley and TryDyingToLive, and there was another close encounter. I really need to do something about that, because it is going to hit at some point, and it could hit a solar panel. I mean, it isn't travelling very fast, but you don't need much to destroy a solar panel, I can tell you that. Just a bit of atmospheric drag will do it. So, yeah, I think we can probably use a lander to push that away or something, but I haven't done it yet, and I certainly haven't done it in this video. Here it comes again, another pass. I'm not sure why it's... I think what's happening is that we ejected it away from us, and if you think on normal turns, that put into a different orbit, so it went away from us. But the thing is, we ejected it horizontally, so in a north or south direction, which meant that we changed its inclination, not its orbital period, necessarily. So what happened is that it's going north of us, and then we come up to the descending node, and it starts coming back towards us. So yeah, it's going to cross over us, and it could hit, we just don't know when. We don't know when.
I don't actually remember. Actually, it wasn't... It was a combination of karate and taekwondo. It was like some guy in Scotland taught it. And I just remember doing a lot of stretching one day, and I was kind of stretching out my legs, and suddenly the patella popped off and went around the side. Oh, from that point on, it became very sore and weird. And
yeah. I do karate, and he mentioned he did karate after PD was talking about his veteranism from the American Army and the injuries he'd sustained from that. But yeah, I do karate. I do Wadaroo, and I really enjoy it. I'm a black belt, but I still train, which I think is really weird. A lot of people are like, "Oh, you're a black belt. Why are you still going to the class?" It's like, well, I'm not perfect, and I still want to stay healthy, so it's exercise, you know. But and I could talk about all the stereotypes of karate, but I'm not going to bother here. I don't want to start a flame war or anything in the comments with ignorant non-martial artists. But anyway, yeah, it turns out he did some weird Scottish version of karate and taekwondo mixed. First impressions of that, I'm like, what? That sounds like some crazy caveman made that up. But yeah. Anyway, I probably just offended a load of my viewers. Oh well. So yeah, our space station was lopsided, and what's the solution to that? To make it not lopsided anymore. So we're going to launch our lander craft, which is basically my intention for this is that in the ship fleet, we'll have 2 of each module. So that's like kind of like Noah's Ark, I suppose you could say it. But that's purely for symmetrical reasons, because obviously if your mass is off center of your engine, the engine needs to be along the axis of the mass, of the center of mass. So yeah, it makes sense just to do 2 of everything on either side. So we have landers for moons, or maybe planets. I think they'll work on Juno, so it makes sense to go to Juno. Maybe on Lathe as well, although the atmospheric density of Lathe is quite thick when compared to Juno's. So here we are, coming in close to our space station. Coming in close indeed. I'm really enjoying this preparation. Like right now, it was just so great just talking to fellow KSP people and just playing the awesome game at the same time. I can tell you, I was really enjoying myself, I really was. So we're coming in close to the Mark IV space station. We are indeed. And this is going to be the last thing we do in this video. If people like this, which is just me talking about my adventures in the Kerbal space program, then I'm going to continue it. And if people don't like it, I'll probably continue it anyway, because I enjoy it. I do like commentating, especially being able to mock myself for my wrongdoings as I play the game. But yeah, you need to burn left, Harvey. Well done. But yeah, that's a piece of debris. Yeah, there we go. Back on the actual space station. I've got something to ask, actually. The space station, the RCS, when you turn on RCS for turning purposes, every single RCS thruster on the entire ship turns on and tries to push. I'm wondering if there's a way to disable a certain branch of parts from using their RCS thrusters. If there is, that is going to be the most useful thing anyone has ever told me ever in the comment section, because whilst I haven't endured any problems with it yet, it seems like something pretty major, and the docking shield of the nose cone is still open. I really should close that. It gets on my OCD, which I don't have, but which I say I don't have. But yeah, we're coming into dock. Coming into dock. Come on, Harvey, get your act together. Open up the shield. It's a bit late, but you know, open it anyway. That's good. So yes, we have 2 docking ports left. So I reckon we might put some probes on there, because I still haven't messed about with probes. Unmanned spacecraft. It's really going to be something I really need to do. I say really, I say really too much. But yeah, unmanned probes is something I definitely want to look into. And it's useful, being able to find out the density of planets and things. At the end of the KerbalCon livestream, they were, well, not at the end, but towards the end, they were talking about how there's a feature they're wanting to implement into career mode, which is going to be coming soon, and that's basically that you don't know what your solar system looks like, or what the density of each atmosphere is, or what the atmosphere is even made of. You have to actually look at them through a telescope, or, you know, just stumble across them on your adventures in the space program. And you have to be able to see them. You have to be able to send probes there and determine what the atmosphere is like. And all this is so very cool. Can't wait to get my hands on point 19, which I hopefully might get pre-access to, but don't worry, that's not coming for a long time. Back to the live stream.
Holy cow, my point 18 hype videos got almost 5,000 views.
Woohoo! I'm so glad to see the amount of, you know, great feedback we're getting on the 0.18 stuff.
So am I.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a good angle.
I'm also surprised at the number of negative votes I get. Why did you post this? I wanted it all to be kept spoiler-free. I didn't want to know who Jebediah's father was.
Jebediah's father.
It's Bill.
Apparently, I think Tony and Jeb are related, obviously. I don't know.
Jeb's father is Bill Kerman. There you go, illegitimate father. Yes. So thanks for watching. That's actually all I did in that live stream. I had to leave at about 9:30 or something. And then I watched it back, or watched some of it back later, and it went on for ages. God, they did like another 7 hours or something. It's ridiculous. Can't believe it. I guess, how often do you get the opportunity to talk to, you know, fellow people in a live stream? Hopefully I'll get more than just that one. Thank you very much for watching the videos, guys. The videos in general, yeah, but thank you very much for specifically watching this video, guys. If you liked the video, then please do remember to like the video. I really appreciate it, and as a result I make more content because I feel happy about making content. So yeah, I'm going to carry on working on this space station. Not necessarily now, because I should actually be doing homework and stuff, but yeah, at some point in the future, no doubt. More videos to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.